Hey, now we're going to talk to Jonathan here. He's in John Wayne,
Yes, sir.
and I understand that the band's from Indiana. They recently moved here to Atlanta in 2009 October.
That's right.
We're going to talk to him about the formation of the band and their unique setup. You got to hear this, how they set up the band when they play live, and how he feels about Atlanta and being here. So let's go. I've seen these guys twice now. They played with my roommate's band, The Verge of Bliss. It was at Sweetwater. Sorry.
We've also, I believe we saw you at Wonder Root as well.
Yes, I saw them at Wonder the other night. Another place we saw them at was in Duluth. And how'd you feel about those two shows and playing here?
The two shows were wonderful. It's great to work with other bands that are good bands, and especially from completely different genres. It makes for a wonderful night.
So we're gonna get back into the unique setup of the band. There's three of them, three of you in the band, and you're the bass player, but you're also a partial drummer. Let's talk about that story. How about how you have it set up?
Well, as you know, we came from Indiana, and there's a shortage of available musicians in a cornfield. So we decided to split up the drum set. I'm playing bass, kick drum, and ride cymbal and whatever shakers I can grab, and then the female singer also plays guitar, snare drum, and tambourine, shakers, things like that. And then the synth and other guitar player, he sings and plays hi-hat and other shakers.
So how'd y'all come up with your sound of music? Is this some music that you grew up listening to, or is this something y'all collaborated on when you met each other?
We collaborated on everything. It would, starting from random little things I'd be playing in one room, somebody would hear it in another room and go, hey, keep playing that, and we'd finish writing the song. To somebody would be sitting at home on their own and write a little section, and then we'd finish it together. But everything has been written together. There's no songs that have been brought by one person.
So your musical background, I guess, music you grew up with, did y'all all grow up with listening to that kind of style of music? So when you came together, it just naturally formed? Or because when I interview some bands, some band members came from a metal background, some came from a folk background, but when they come together, they have one sound. I'm just trying to figure out, like, your range of music that you listened to growing up that had you come to this ambient sound.
The ambient sound, actually, it's funny. I did grow up listening to a lot of Iron Maiden and Metallica, but I think our sound came from just where we were in life. Ben, the guitar player, is an engineer. That's all he does, records bands. And then myself, I was doing a fairly similar thing in the live venue, and then our female singer hadn't really played music at all. She just kind of goofed off and taken a few guitar lessons. And we decided to get in a room, and from there it was just us playing off each other. And if I play a metal riff around those two, they're not going to pick up anything, so that doesn't get brought up. So it's whatever we feed off of from each other.
Would you like to go ahead and to describe to the viewers your style of music, and is there any influences of any bands they may know to describe your style of music?
I would say that we are close to maybe art pop, somewhat poppy. There's a female singer, and but the ambient version, or the ambient sections, we will just go off into, I guess, space. Bands that we might be like, something like maybe Air or Radiohead, somewhere along those lines.
You definitely have the ambience present in the music, and you have nice vocal trade-offs. It's a very storytelling, very moving band. It's not very traditional in the bands that I've seen around town. Any shows coming up?
August 25th, we'll be playing a house party. Besides that, I think we're going to go into the studio and start recording and take the 2 hours of music that we have and compile it down to one CD.
Well, thanks for coming on and talking to us with John Wayne, the project you're in right now, and the move to Atlanta. How's Atlanta been treating you so far?
Atlanta's been treating me very well. Very well. I've been able to find full-time employment doing sound around town and recording bands. I've recorded now 7 bands this month, and just finding more people asking to work with me, and it's just, I feel very fortunate to be able to work with other people that love what they're doing.
We're going to have you come back on the show and talk more about some of the venues and some of the bands you recorded around town. But thanks, man, for this segment of the show, and thanks for coming on and talking to us here, Musician's Voice. All right.